Àníyàn súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àníyàn súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àníyàn súnra kì í.
Future leaders of tomorrow, they are telling you, you're going to be leaders of tomorrow, you're going to be this. Nigeria is going to be great in their life and all of that. The greatness of Nigeria they're talking about is what you have now, isn't it? Terrorists, over. Then you have the Boko Haram who gave you this message today. He said it doesn't make any sense to be paying for cheap oil in Nigeria. That's what your president told you, right? Your lifeless breeding mannequin. That's what he told you. He said it doesn't make any sense. Even if you complain, even if you ask them to build refineries, even if you ask them, you know what I mean, to be responsible as those in charge of your country, it doesn't make any sense whatever you say, that they should build the electricity before they increase the tariff, that they should build refineries before they remove the subsidy. That doesn't make any sense for you to pay less than Saudi Arabia, even though you are worse off than Somalia. Listen to the lifeless breeding mannequin.
In the circumstances, a responsible government must face realities and take tough decisions. Petroleum prices in Nigeria are to be adjusted. We sell now at 161 naira per liter. A comparison with our neighbors will illustrate the point. A. Chad, which is an oil-producing country, charges 362 naira per liter. B. Niger, also an oil-producing country, sells 1 liter at 346 naira. C. Ghana, another oil-producing country, petroleum pump price is 326 naira per liter. Further afield, Egypt charges 211 naira per liter. Saudi Arabia charges 168 naira per liter. It makes no sense for oil to be cheaper in Nigeria than in Saudi Arabia. Fellow Nigerians, to achieve the great country we desire, we need to solidify our strength, increase our commitment, and encourage ourselves to do that which is right and proper, even when no one is watching.
That's Buhari. That is Boko Haram telling you that it doesn't make any sense. The person that told you that they were going to build one refinery every year, for 5 years, they have not built half refinery, half. The ones they met, they have now finally packed up. 60 years, oil producing country. Ghana is comparing its country with Ghana. Ghana that is just the size of size of Osun State. If you combine Osun and Ekiti State together, that's the size of Ghana. Maybe if you can give an extra and add Ondo State to it, you will say that's the size of Ghana. Ghana that is not even the size of half of half of Oyo State. They are oil producing country. Same way as a Yoruba man, as a Yoruba yourself, as from Yoruba land, you will be bigger than Ghana. You will be producing your own oil. You will have your own refinery built. But being part of Nigeria, they will continue to compare you to Ghana. They will continue to compare you to Syria. They will continue to compare you to Iran. Continue to compare you to Saudi Arabia. But when it comes to them being responsible, right, being responsible as leaders of the country, they will shift that blame to you and tell you that you are expecting too much. But when it comes for them to compare every other bad thing that they can get away with, they will say you are lucky that they are managing to give you that. The same fraudsters. And I'm glad we've managed to get those who are not going to take the bullshit anymore. No matter how much you take it. Now, in that same country, a useless country that they have made Nigeria, that is why you shouldn't be proud of anything about Nigeria. You shouldn't. You are deceiving yourselves. Every time you beat your chest or you thumb your chest and say you are a proud Nigerian, you are deceiving yourself. You are a proud idiot. It's as simple as that. And it's obvious, okay? Now, you have a country that even if you try to pretend to be patriotic, you know those in charge are criminals. From the local government level to the presidency level. From those common person that's going to operate the computer for you at the airport to enter your details, to the person who is going to listen to your your case in the judiciary, the judge. They are all bunch of criminals. The system allows them. The system breeds them. And you, the victim, what do you have to say? I have a man coming back from the UK or from wherever he was coming from, and he experienced this in the hand of Nigerian criminals. And I asked myself, how long do you think you want to continue to live like that?
It's unbelievable. This is the only country this is happening in the world. People are queuing up after arriving in their country to fill forms. They're asking us, I done 16 hours on flight. I have to. What's not allowed? What's not allowed? What's not allowed? What do you mean it's not allowed? Show me where it's said here, it's written. No, I know the laws. I know my rights. I know the laws. I work for, by the way, I work for Hungry and Angry. Have you heard of Hungry and Angry before? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Let me address the gentleman. No, that, except if you want to come here, you want to explain this. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Sir, you don't have to shout. That's what they want in the country. Everybody shouts. I don't shout. Sir, do you want to take care of this? Okay, can I just talk to the gentleman? It's not a problem. Okay, don't touch my clothes, please, when you talk to me. Don't touch me, just talk to me. Okay? No, what is that? That's my phone. What's wrong with that? No. Tell me, no. Tell me why. That's my phone. That's my right in this country. Okay? I video police. I video governors. I video president. I don't have a... No, what I'm saying to you, this place is a public place. No, what is not allowed in the airport? Show me signs where it's written. No, show me signs where it said that video is not allowed. No, because you know what I'm saying? I'm a journalist, I'm reporting what is happening here right now. You see, what is happening here has to be changed by the government. It's not allowed. People cannot travel 16 hours, come back to their country. I'm not going to depend on your report, sir. No, I'm not going to depend on your report, okay? What I'm doing, I make change. No, you are coming on my phone. Don't touch my phone. You are the one walking to my phone. I didn't come to you. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. No. Please, that's my phone. You don't have a right to touch it. Okay? You don't know how many people are seeing you. Don't make yourself look stupid before the world.
I understand.
Okay? So if you want to talk to me nicely. Don't touch my phone, sir. That's my phone. Okay?
Now, I decided to chip in that video. Some of you may be wondering, what's that all about, Mayegun? Very straightforward. Nigeria is a messed up place, and people love to hide it. They will tell you, you see, when you get to their airport, right, they can unnecessarily delay you simply because they want to take a bribe from you. But in that particular video, you know what they were doing? They opened a website and told people that if you are coming to Nigeria, because that's what it is all over the world now, when you are going into any country, you are expected to bring a proof that you are going to, you've done the COVID-19 test, that you are not a carrier. Then also that you also agree that you are going to self-isolate that period. But for some reason, you have to do another test with them. They have to certify that you don't have the COVID-19, yeah? Even the COVID-19 in Nigeria that they have turned to business among their people. I mean, even, Nigerians who have the COVID themselves are currently got them, yeah?
àníyàn súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.